What's up? Good morning. How y'all doing out there today? This is our morning Friday. I mean, we got a lot of topics to get into, so I just have a lot to get into. So I want to say good morning. A lot that we need to discuss on this morning show, right? Let me first make sure the sound is good. Make sure y'all come on in. Hey, hey, I show y'all love. I gotta get right directly into this. There's a lot on my mind that I want to talk about here. I got to get it off my mind. So if you see me, press one, show love. Hi, can y'all hear me good? And we got to get into it. Now, we have to get into the judge. Judge Clarence Thomas is a conservative judge, been a judge since the 90s. He actually replaced the lawyer Thurgood Marshall, became the first African American justice on the Supreme Court. And once he died, Clarence Thomas was the one that got into the Supreme Court. A little history lesson. Now, a lot of issues that are going on the Supreme Court, particularly Clarence Thomas being the conservative on the bench, and he's literally the longest serving justice on the bench. And he is under fire right now because they're saying that Clarence Thomas have more luxury trips, bankroll, I'm sorry, by wealthy friends. So this message, the reason why a lot of people is upset about this, the controversy in this, is because judge have power. He's the most powerful judge in the country, meaning that, and some people will argue he's more powerful than the president. And let me break that down of him being more powerful than the president, having a powerful position, because the conservatives are in the majority, they can derail most of President Biden bills, like the laws. Like, number one, for people that don't know, a Christian can refuse to bake a cake for a gay couple because it's against their religious freedom. The Supreme Court kind of upheld that, said, yes, they can pretty much do that. If they don't want to bake you a cake and you get, they can do it because it's against their religious belief. Then also something that you all know, affirmative action. The Supreme Court said, no, you cannot use race as a factor. You got to use something else, but you can't use race. That affect a lot of people. A lot of people was cussing out. They was mad. They said, fuck this. What Biden doing? He ain't doing shit. I should have voted for Trump. Then the student loan, cancellation. Fuck that. He said he gonna do so. I should have voted for Trump. Now, a lot of people need to understand the reason why Clarence Thomas is getting all of this mess is because they want him to be removed from office. They trying to tarnish his character, post all this tea. But the issue is that Congress will have to impeach him if he violated any ethical rules, and then the Supreme Court will have to remove him. That would never happen in the House to impeach him, because who's in control in the House? The Republicans. They're not going to impeach the conservative that's making sure Roe versus Wade be out. The conservatives prove that, meaning that the states will have to make a decision about abortion. There will be it's not a one blanketed thing. The states, meaning that at first it was like they had precedent that they couldn't do that. They have to have that type of care for women. But now they said the states have to do it. They say, no, the states. And most of these states are going to a so restrictive with abortion rights. So this is why it's so important that he's getting all this publicity, is because they want him removed. When I say they, a lot of women that are pro-abortion, a lot of organizations that wanted student loan cancellation, a lot of groups, civil rights groups, want him gone because he's not a friend of the Black community, because he stood up and wrote the majority opinion about canceling out affirmative action, like kicking it to the curb. So this is why people need to understand this. And then all the folks that were saying, hey, I want to vote for Donald Trump again. Let me put something in your ear about the President Trump. It was President Trump that under him, I think he was able to install about 2 justices, I think 2 or 3, because I know he had Obama pick, then he had another one too. I think there's one more, if I'm not mistaken. I think under Trump, I think he was able to nominate 3 justices. Correct me, but I know it was 2 or more. So it's in a conservative majority. So when that being said, that's power. So when people say, hey, I want to vote for Trump, it was Trump that nominated those justices, and the Supreme Court confirmed it. President Obama had one justice, but someone passed away, and the Republicans like, no, we're gonna wait till after the election, and then Trump won that, so that's one. Then another person, then that was two. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, about two, and then I know it's a young woman that got it as well. So whatever had goes, the conservatives are in control of the Supreme Court. That's why a lot of bills are just getting struck down. But also, the Supreme Court kind of shocked us too, even though they cancel out abortion and cancel all this stuff. They also stood up for voters' rights. They was like, no, you got to go back and rewrite this map because it's discriminatory against Black voters, against Black residents. So, even though you can predict, but sometimes our predictions are off, because it kind of like shocked the people, like, oh my God, the Supreme Court did not agree that you can do that. So some of the stuff the Supreme Court are on, it's do a good job, and sometimes they just doing a lot of stuff like make you side out. But when it comes to Clarence Thomas with buying, getting flights and getting hotels and jets and all of that, that's hard because it seems to the public and everybody else that he's being bought, that his vote has been, he's getting all this influence. And you have all this influence, these wealthy people will love counsel out affirmative action and counseling out, making sure gays can get a cake made, because a lot of them are so conservative and they are against communities of Black people and also gay people. So this is all the bad, but Congress and the Senate, they have to create these laws, these ethical laws that the Supreme Court have to go through. At the end of the day, they have to literally pass this stuff. So again, this is why this is coming up. And a lot of people don't worry about the Supreme Court. They don't care nothing about it. But it's very powerful, meaning it is so powerful that if they strike it down, says unconstitutional, that's it. Congress will have to go back and write another law. Then it can get challenged and it will go right back to the Supreme Court. So that's why it's so powerful. The reason why African Americans were able to be in schools when they, desegregated schools, it was because of the Supreme Court, because the Supreme Court was able to, and it's still some places are not that integrated, but that was because of the Supreme Court. And the reason why a lot of conservatives are on the Supreme Court, why a lot of Republicans, conservatives worry about the Supreme Court, because they saw how many rights us as Black people were getting. They were saying all them advancement, affirmative action, to be able to go interracial marriage, you know what I'm saying? All was approved by the Supreme Court, Lovey versus Virginia. But that haven't been challenged. I don't think Clarence Thomas will, take that one out, because he's a benefiter of that. Or he could, because he did it with affirmative action. Because his career was all about affirmative action. He went that away. So again, he could just be petty and say, "Hey, let's just cancel that out and let's take it back to the states." So that could go as well. But a lot of us, when y'all look at these Supreme Court justices and all of that, make sure that you learned about the system, you learn about what's going on, and it won't not surprise you. Yes, it's bad because it don't look like he are being paid off. And he's getting all of that influence. If I'm a judge, it's not right that I'm hanging out with the people that I'm supposed to be on the bench, like, what I'm saying, holding the rule of law. But I'm over there getting dinners, getting planes, and getting all these expensive trips. Like, I'm getting influence. And there's so many ethical violations with that. But the who oversees like that, the Supreme Court, it will be Congress. They will have to come out and pass some bills and to really do it. But as of right now, who's in power? The conservatives, and they're not going to do that at all. No, let's move right along. All right, let's move right along with that. Because if you think that's going to happen, you hold on to your breath. Just hold on to it, baby. And when you hold on to it, it ain't going to happen. Now let's get into DJ Envy and Tony the Closer. Y'all know who Tony the Closer and DJ Envy is, right? Well, Tony the Closer is a former football player, and I didn't know this since yesterday. And he also does real estate. So it came out on yesterday that DJ Envy is suing Tony the Closer for defamation of character. And he said he's suing him for defamation of character because he have harmed and tarnished his reputation. He put it out there that this man harm and tarnish my reputation, said all these disgusting things about me. The Shade Room posted it as well. They were the first to break this story. And if you have not heard that DJ Envy is being sued because apparently him and his partner have been doing this Ponzi scheme. They're calling it a RICO, a real estate RICO. So I want to get into that. Yeah, give me a second because they get into the RICO. They really got into the RICO. They call it a RICO. I want to make sure I can quote it right. Hold on, I'm going right to the Shade Room because they posted this last night. And of course, we dived into this on a YouTube short. I'm just give you the long form video of this. So they said DJ Envy has filed a defamation lawsuit against former NFL player and entrepreneur Anthony Robertson, better known as Tony the Closer. Document obtained by the Shade Room accused Tony of publicly, maliciously spreading false claims about Envy on his website and various social media accounts. Tony previously asserted that DJ Envy is a thief, criminal, and a scammer who has perpetrated a Ponzi scheme and stolen millions due to him being named in a lawsuit against Caesar and Jennifer, a lawsuit that Envy has since filed a motion to dismiss. The defamation suit accused Tony of broadcasting an illegal obtained telephone call between him and Envy during an IG Live, an attempt to prove that Envy was aware of the fraud allegedly conducted by Jennifer. It's all by Jennifer and Caesar. Envy attorney claims that Tony actions have harmed DJ Envy prospective business partners. They're seeking commissary and punitive damages. So let's get into what Tony the Closer had to say, right? Because let's get into the defamation, the alleged defamation. Tony the Closer said this: breaking news, DJ Envy sends a cease and desist letter, demands to Tony the Closer over millions of dollars real estate Ponzi scheme accusation. Then he said, looks like Envy gonna sue me. Post a picture of a hat, a police hat, of when DJ Envy was the Halloween costume. Then Tony the Closer posted a cease and desist letter, and I'm not gonna get into the details of that. So then I go to Tony the Closer page, and then Tony the Closer was just really, the man went live about 55,000 times. I just had to take him off my alerts. He went live so many times, I can't even keep up. I know it was more than 8. So he went live over and over and over. He's live for like an hour. He's selling T-shirts. He's selling T-shirts all over. No refunds, no peace. This one say no refunds, no peace, all over. He called it the PPP boys. He's just going all over it. This is his response to the lawsuit. He said, quote, first, they tried to send goons to my crib to silence me from telling the victim's story. Now they're trying to bully me in court. Now, no, you won't push me around as you let your partner steal millions from the community. Okay? This is what Tony the Closer said. He said this on his Instagram. Quote, I stand with the victims. You won't steal in peace. You have a responsibility to let the public know your partner was doing bad business. You stay silent and allow more innocent people to become victims. You know that I won't back down, gorilla. Hashtag no refunds, no peace. Hashtag real estate RICO at the Shade Room, at the Breakfast Club, at Power 1051, at TMZ. There are over 50 victims and over $25 million in victims' claims, foreclosure properties, bounce checks, and more. People's hard-earned money up in smoke. 8 fraud lawsuit. Hashtag fire DJ Envy. So, of course, I go live, and I want to just definitely get into that because I had to go live and talk about this on my YouTube short. Because I'm like, this is stupid. Like, what? Like, why are we doing this? This is dumb. Like, what? You suing? Like, this is crazy. Because like I said, a lot of people didn't know this was going on, but because this is out, and this is what I had to say.
Testing 1, 2.
Here we go.
Envy is suing Tony the Closer. This ain't gonna go nowhere. Everybody want to sue because Tasha K sued Cardi. Or was it Cardi sued Tasha K? Because I'm confused. But guess what? None of them people got any money. Cardi didn't get her money, and Tasha K shipped her son off to Africa to be a child soldier. So DJ Envy, we all know that real estate wasn't what it was. People got scammed. Now you want to save face. And Tony the Closer only baited you to sue him so he could go more viral, so more people can watch his product, get him to get their credit up, and he gonna scam them, to get that credit up so he can scam them, and to get everything else up so he can scam them again. And you're giving him all this international press. The Shade Room broke it. It's gonna be on the Breakfast Club. This is all wrong. But DJ, you ain't gonna get nothing for Tony the Closer because he ain't nothing but a scammer as well. I'm out.
So nothing but a scammer. You know, and Tony the Closer, he's not a person. He don't give a damn about those victims. He's promoting a product because those victims got coin. They got disposable income, right? So he's selling T-shirts. He's telling people to go into his program. He's showing to the general public, hey, you know, I'm all innocent. But all of his past is not clean either. A lot of fraudulent behavior he have done in his past. So this is like all of the frauds calling out another fraud, but y'all all out here doing some fraudulent behavior. Now, let me tell you what DJ Envy went wrong. DJ Envy went wrong attaching himself to a person, Caesar and all of those people, Jennifer, everybody, all his business partners he attached himself with. He should have never done that because it messed up your brand. You did videos, you did seminars, you did all of that. So you got to handle some of the smoke, and you know they're going out to do because you got all these particular bags. The issue that I also have with DJ Envy is that you got on the phone with Tony the Closer on Instagram, whatever, like a private, I think you hit him up with some voice notes or a private phone call, and Tony the Closer recorded it and blasted it out there. And you talking about he didn't have permission, but you should never call him. You do know DJ Envy as a media personality, as a radio personality. They've been in the game for almost 20, 30 years. That folks are going to record you. So if you go on that spilling tea up there talking about all this stuff, he's going to use it for content. He ain't nothing but a clout chaser. He's a flop football player, never really worked as a football player, flop. And so now he's trying to get into the real estate part, and he's trolling other successful people and stealing their ideas and their clients. That's his whole MO. Then he posted this because I said Tasha K and Cardi B, right? You see how I mentioned Tasha K, Cardi B? After my YouTube short here, this is what Tony the Closer had to say. Quote, he said this, bet you that N-word, DJ Envy won't Tasha K me. Hashtag real estate Rico, hashtag no refund, no peace. The same MO. We seen this is just different characters. Over and over and over. And now DJ Envy is on a radio show, and this is picking up steam. Celebrities are watching it. You got Rick Ross. And the only reason why he have to file it is picking up because Rick Ross trolling it. Other people are trolling it. People are watching. Celebrities are in, and Tony the Closer mentioned. So now you're giving it more publicity, more, and now more public, more national publications are talking about it. And Tony he's a former football player. He do have some resources. So this is a good storm. And so and then everybody keep wanting to pull this whole Cardi B, Tasha K situation. Bruh, stop it. Because when you keep pulling this Tasha K, Cardi B, that was a lengthy process. And as we stand today, she ain't got the 4 million. So you're giving Tony all of this publicity. You're going to make him more stronger, almost your equal when it comes to like social media, when it comes to media. You're almost going to make him your equal. Just like the same thing with Tasha and with Cardi. Tasha K was all right, you know what I'm saying? She was making noise. Now she's more known outside of YouTube, all because of one lawsuit. So everybody want a one lawsuit. Everybody just want to pull that Tasha K card. But when you pull it, just know who you're pulling it against. They're going to rise up. You're not going to destroy it. This is not a criminal thing where they're going to prison. You're suing them civilly, meaning that it's a lengthy process. And he said, you want Tasha K, he's going to run this all out. And you may win, DJ, you may lose. You have multiple lawsuits that DJ Envy did file a motion to throw out because he felt like he's not the part of this, and that he threw his former business partner under the bus and said, I got gooped and scammed for some money. You see how this stuff operate? Well, the only people that I feel bad for is these innocent people that wanted to get into real estate, didn't have the skills, didn't have the knowledge, and they trusted DJ Envy. A lot of them trusted him. Why? Because he's on the radio show over and over, having a conversation on the radio, talking to the people over and over, and it gets in their head. Oh, this can be trusted. Oh my gosh, DJ Envy is perfect. Oh, he know what he's talking about. He done real estate. Angela Yee got some real estate deals, so I'm going to entrust him. And if he say, trust my partner or be with that, I'm going to invest with them. The problem was stuff started to go left. The deals that you thought you was going to have went nowhere. It was a bust. And now folks are saying, hey, we need to sue. And yes, it is because a lot of times Tony Close is encouraging these victims to sue. But if it is any fraud, we have to look at the paperwork. Sue them. That's what you're supposed to do. If you got gooped out some money and if they defraud you, then you need to sue. So, this is all bad because not only that, DJ Envy, you're not the only, Tony the Close not the only one that's talking about it. Other publications, just type in DJ Envy real estate scam. Articles come up. So it's not just Tony the Closer, but Tony the Closer was the first one to break it. And now other publications are talking about it because they stay silent. But soon as some lawsuits start to come through like a floodgates, then they started to pick it up. So now this is like, look at that. And do you know what's going to happen to Tony the Closer? My source tell me he's about to go over there to Hot 97 to Funk Master Flex. And they about to do a show to trash DJ Envy. And then Tony the Closer, another source told me, he's going to be connecting with Rick Ross, and they're going to be trashing DJ Envy. So you have all of these powerful entities that before the lawsuit, the damage is already done. Word on the curve is no shade, DJ Envy. They're saying you a scammer. They said they call you DJ Scammer. All right, they're calling you a scammer. It is out there because Tony the Closer, Rick Ross, because you got in a beef with some of these celebrities. They're using it as ammunition to destroy your character. You're going to destroy your character. You may not lose your job, but some of them are suing the radio station, and they might have to just protect you because they're liable on this because you said it on the radio. You promoted it on their station. You promoted it, and people got scammed and defrauded. So now that station, they have to protect their money. So now they got to defend you and that, the integrity of the show. And now you're going to see in the future, they're going to be careful having their hosts take on these endeavors to talk about real estate. It's very sketchy because it can go left. It could be lucrative, but when it goes left, it could destroy your whole entire livelihood. So this particular case, it had a good idea in theory, but long term, it's messing up DJ Envy brand. I can guarantee you, him having sleepless nights, man, I should have never done this. This is a headache I don't need. This is a headache because now you got to act like you don't exist. Charlamagne had to go through the headache with the whole R-word allegation. This is different because Jessica did not have a lot of powerful allies with huge social media presence outside of whoever she went to. But this real estate, because there's so many people and they're just filing lawsuits, it's no sudden, they just been filing it. So we will see how this is going to go up. They're calling this a real estate RICO. So it sounds good. Is this the RICO? No, but it just sounds juicy. Like Tony the Closer is good when marketing. I mean, he built himself as a multi-million-dollar real estate thing, and he's still renting an apartment. So he ain't got no millions. Ain't no millionaire renting all that. Just rent that. He ain't got it. Okay, he might be a thousandaire, but he ain't making no $4 or $5 million a year. That's a whole lot. But he's selling that illusion because people are trying. If you look like you got money, got a chain, sounding good, could be fake. But if you sounding good, I'm gonna invest my life savings. Then you get gooped, then you're gonna be in a live filing lawsuit. But this I don't agree with this behavior. I wish that the victims get paid back their funding, but victims have to also understand you're in a very tricky. It's a very tricky system. It's a lot of high risk. The return are good, but it's also got some high risk, especially when you're high risk and you don't know about any of the details. You're just giving your money and trusting other parties. So that's why I tell people, whatever you invest in, you do your research. You research. Go take a real estate course. Research, get that knowledge, research, get around people like that's in the business that of, like a real estate, whatever, and really, really research the business, study the business, study people past, study their past. If you want to see if they're a scammer, nice, study their previous clients. All these people that they're tagging, study them and research them. Go today to see how their tax returns look, see how their businesses, and see how everything is set up. And you may find some very shocking things where that person that you were going to donate to ain't really that popping. They're a scammer. So that's that. All right. So I'm gonna move on from that because I gotta move on from that because these people, I don't want to get sued. But what DJ, you can sue me. It's gonna make me popular because I ain't got it. All that publicity, don't get sued. You're just making people famous. Y'all celebrity with them civil, y'all just need to stop it because a lot of people are now clout chasing on people to get sued because they're doing it for publicity because they see Tasha. Tasha have literally laid down a roadmap how to avoid not to pay, and it's years and all the clout that she getting. So this is the beginning of it. Some people gonna have some nasty allegations against them, and they're gonna have no choice but to sue, and they're gonna make them bigger and bigger and bigger. Hey, case in point, Lizzo. All right. So I just had to say that. I knew y'all don't want to hear that. I know y'all don't want to hear that at all because when I tell you that when y'all sit here and and people say, "Hey Wiley, you're gonna get sued," they're not gonna rush and sue Wiley. They're just not gonna do it. There's two major factors why they're not gonna do it. Number one, I don't got the money. Okay, that is a fact. You sue me for $300 million, you will never see it. You will never see $300 million. Number two, they're not going to give me that type of press. You understand what I'm saying? So when you hear those two major factors, that's you're not going to see me get served with it. Only thing they would do because they think it would scare me, they would send like a cease and desist letter. But that won't scare me because go ahead and sue. I'll be waiting. Tell them to serve me, and I'm gonna use it for some content. The same thing that Tony the Closer doing, because I know that it's a process for a legal lawsuit. You ain't gonna get no judgment in 3 days. That's months and years, and you may never see a judgment. And it's not a guarantee that you would win. You have to prove that you have to prove your case, and the burden is on you to prove it. So go file it. Go on down to the courthouse and go file it. Go. Because you think that, oh, he's stupid. He don't know how to respond to it. All right. Well, go see. But just know I'm going to be greater, bigger, and I'm going to attach myself to that lawsuit. When you file it, it's a piece of paper. I'm going to attach myself to that piece of paper and to your brand. I'm going to be right there like a string. Just like Tasha K, she gonna attach herself. It's the same. Y'all gotta understand that. So all you people that don't know, they ain't gonna be doing no lawsuit for a while. That would be the greatest gift ever. I'm talking about powerful. I ain't talking about no YouTuber. I'm talking about a powerful celebrity with international following, powerful. They know. And say lawsuit. That's a come up. Who is this Wiley? Wiley. Who's the Wiley? Who is this? You never know. They're not gonna do that. These people ain't stupid. They watching right now, wishing that they could go right ahead. Because we gonna show up to every court date. And Gucci and Prada and everything else. And we're gonna show up whatever. It's gonna be some fake Gucci. It may be Gucci, but we gonna be there looking. And we may show up in some Gucci. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, I'm gonna be looking at. I can wear a wrinkled shirt as long as I'm there. I'm gonna show up to every court date, every challenges, and everything like that. And then that's what the judge, and then the judge gonna tell you, they're gonna look at it and say, I need y'all to mediate. And I'm gonna be like, no, I don't want to mediate nothing. I want to take it all the way. I feel strong in my case, Your Honor. I represent myself. I don't want to mediate. I want to hold, ain't no mediation. We gonna have this the whole thing. You gonna spend all your money. I'm gonna have on my Gucci, and you just gonna be spending money. I want to do it. I want to challenge. Yes, I want to go all the way, all the trial, and I represent myself. I don't care if I got the penal code wrong, according to the Bible, Genesis 1:1. The Bible. Well, sir, you can't quote the Bible, sir. That's not legal. Oh, sorry, judge. I'll be right there, just getting all this press. And then if let's say you get a judgment, I ain't gonna do nothing but just file bankruptcy. I ain't got it. Ain't nothing of my income, ain't got it at all, judge. Just cancel this debt. And then you as a celebrity, before we ever get there, because it's gonna be years to get it because the courts are backed up. filed another trial in that chapter, and then we have to go through that litigation in that part, and that all this press that Wiley done got, all these interviews, going to all the interviews that Wiley gonna, be talking. I ain't gonna be muted. This is the time you will be talking. Going to place selling products and everything. Your brand is much, much stronger. And much, much, much stronger. Tasha K have laid out a roadmap, and everybody else is picking it up. Tony picked it up. That's why he went and interviewed. Let's bring Tony the Closer right back on here for a quick second. This is just dropped in my spirit with the Tony the Closer situation. Give me a second. Let me get this right back with the Tony the Closer, because this just dropped in my spirit. And I'm going to go to another topic here. Give me a second. Where's Tony the Closer at? Because that's why Tony the Closer interviewed Tasha. Because he wanted to learn Tasha K, he studied that Tasha K strategy, and he used it against DJ Envy. And DJ Envy, I'm sorry to say it to you, player, you got gooped by Tasha K and Tony the Closer. You got gooped. Because then now Tasha gonna be like, oh, hit the wine glass. Y'all talking about my lawsuit, Rico. Oh, babe, I was over there in the Breakfast Club, Rico. Real estate Rico. They got real estate Rico, baby. They was out there. They was out there talking about my lawsuit, Rico. Real estate Rico. Now she gonna troll it, and everybody gonna listen to her, and this is building up over and over and over. So it's like it's a perfect storm. It is a perfect, and you wasting money, but it's good entertainment. Go sue. I'm here to entertain. I'm gonna be right there writing my documents, documenting everything like that. And Tony said, you ain't gonna touch it. He gonna take it all the way. But anyway, can't tell you about to do DJ Envy. That's your problem. You got all them chains around your neck, and you do have more money than me. You living in a mansion. I don't know if you renting it or anything like that, but you living in a mansion. You living better than me. All right. Okay, let's move on from DJ Envy. Now let's get into Mario. So again, Mario wrote a letter to the judge, and of course we did a YouTube short about Mario wrote a letter to the judge, and a lot of people was kind of shocked. And on my on my Instagram reel, that video got 164,000 views because we covered it. We was like one of the first ones to like cover it off of the neighborhood talk. Is like 164,000 of it, and so that's like the highest one today, I believe. It is. So I did that as a Facebook reel. I also did it as a short, because he wrote a letter on Tory Lanez's behalf, and he got dragged. Him and his mama was going through issues. I think they were fighting, and this is why I said it was entitled. I believe it was entitled Mario is canceled for writing a letter to the judge for Tory Lanez. And soon as the neighborhood talk posted it, I went and gave my commentary. This is what I have to say. I want to make sure I give my.
You're really trash for defending Tory Lanez by writing the letter to the judge, knowingly about the behavior, the crime that he committed against a black woman. And you want to relaunch your career, and majority of your fans are black, and you write a letter on his behalf, and you want to say, oh yeah, y'all don't understand, he's a good artist, he made good music. It ain't about him being a good artist, it ain't about him making good music. It was about him attacking Megan Thee Stallion and hitting her and her pinky toe, and he lied about it. He harassed her, he doxed her, and you wrote a letter. You think that was okay? I don't think we should support your music, bruh. When your mother was doing that to you, fighting you, attacking you because she was on drugs, we stood beside you. We didn't write no letter to the judge to say, even though she's got the little cocoa up her nose, let her out free. So keep that same respect for Megan Thee Stallion. Protect black women.
So we wrote that, and they're dragging me on Facebook. Okay, everywhere I post this video, I'm getting dragged for Phil. All right, but at the end of the day, I stand on it. He wrote a letter. He's saying that he's a good guy and all of this. The man that pregnant is not the man to be, and it's just crazy. So I saw it on Megan Cunha page, and she had like the entire full letter like on her website, and I was reading and getting into details for it. But I understand why Mario did it. I mean, Tory Lanez worked with you, did records together, but it's harming your brand because Tory is guilty. He went to prison for 10 plus years. So it's stupid that you did it, especially it messes you up with your female fan base. Because again, Megan Thee Stallion went all the way to social media and said, protect Black women. She was all, and it was so effective. And now Mario's upset about that, talking about, oh, this is why I did it, because we worked together. I don't care why you did it. It was stupid. You should have never done it. Go on that album, write you another hit so we can get another hit record. Instead of you writing letters for a whole criminal that then shot her in her pinky toe. So you doing all them writing letters, go write a hit. While you was doing all that, it was stupid. Okay, it was dumb for you to do that. Now go take this mess and make it into a sandwich and do a record of why, I write a letter or write me a letter or something. Benefit off of it. Do it quickly before this die out. Do it in the next 2 days. You can go in the studio and benefit on that, get you some streams and money and go on tour. But anyway, it was stupid for you to do this record. It was, this letter, it was dumb. Because now you're getting dragged all over Black Twitter, everywhere. They're dragging you because you haven't. And I'm getting dragged because they're calling me a pick-me. And they said, what is that dangling in front of you? It is not to make my eyes straight. I was in the pantry because it's got good sound in the pantry, beautiful sound. And because I had good lighting, I forgot that it was something string because I got the thoughts. I'm trying to get it off, blah, blah, blah. And the string was just following. And I think I was following the string, and I didn't catch it until I went back in the comment. Oh, it is a string dangling. Anyway, but I was just, I was rushed because I had these thoughts, and I wanted to really get it out there. But yes, he was wrong. He was stupid to do it, dumb, and he deserved to get dragged. And I'm not going to. He's very attractive, so he can make another good record today, and I'm going to buy it. So I'm not going to say I'm not going to buy his music. I was a little pissed there. He's a very attractive guy, very attractive. So I would definitely be buying his music on his looks alone just to be nosy. But he haven't made no good records in a long time. I've had to stream his old stuff that came out in the 90s, 2000s, because he haven't made no good music in a long time. Anyway, but I didn't agree with the letter. I didn't agree with the letter because the letter did not make any sense. I didn't agree with it. Like, girl, why in the world are you writing this letter? You just stupid. That's just dumb. And you were going to paying the price for it now. The same thing with Iggy. Wrote a letter. Stupid, dumb. Why are you doing it? It just doesn't make any sense to write this type of letter for a guy that you know is guilty. You're sending mixed signals that it's okay if somebody shoots you in the pinky toe. I'm going to write you a letter. I'm okay with it. I just don't understand it. And Iggy, I don't understand her because her husband and boyfriend or baby daddy was beating on her. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it at all. It's just stupid to me. It's just dumb. Like when people do stuff like that, was just a dumb move. It wasn't good, politically correct. It was just stupid. Yeah, Mario, you dumb. Okay, now your reputation is damaged, and you have always was on a decline. You're trying to do a revamp, a rebirth, and you messing up like that, then stay dead. Don't have a rebirth. Stay dead. Okay, just that simple. Just stay dead. Let's moving right along. Moving right along. Moving right along. I just had to say that because, out of all this stuff, I had to say that. Now we got to get into Nicki Minaj, you guys. I love Nicki Minaj. I think Nicki Minaj is one of the most incredible artists in our lifetime. And a lot of times people would say, incredible female. She's an incredible artist, period. Because how iconic, the barriers that she broke it. She really showed that female rappers can do other things other than just stick in hip hop. We could do pop, we can sing. She done so many things, so many dress, the videos, the collaborations, the changing the rules to make sure streaming count as towards your album sales. So it's just a lot that she have changed as an artist. Now, with that being said, I gotta say, she's saying something. I don't know if she can hold up to it. She wrote this tweet. She said, quote, "The greatest song I ever written. My goodness. Open the vault. Played it last night in the reaction. My babies have to have this. The world needs this. Trees will grow. Y'all, I'm in love. I'm not kidding y'all." Okay. Now, when people write stuff like this, I hope that she can live up to it because most of her albums have not been that great. Queen was not a good album for Nicki. I think that she released Queen just to go against Cardi B. I think she just did it just to go against Cardi B. That's the first point after 60. She did it to go against Cardi. So it just wasn't the best. So when she write this tweet I hope that she can live up to that hype. And I hope that she can live up to the hype because she said, quote, the greatest song I ever written. When you hear the greatest song, will it be a hit? Because if it's not a hit, you know what I'm saying? If it's not a hit, then it's not the greatest. The greatest is a hit. And this society, it is no longer about lyrics, about how you can rhyme and about, you know, and about the adjectives and the verbs. Is it a hit? HIT, hit. And so we will see if this is going to be a hit or is it going to flop on its face. So I don't see that this going to be a good record at all. I think that she's hyping this up. And then also Cardi, from my sources, are telling me next month that she's going to release a record. But this is like she's trying to compete with Cardi. I don't see no good rollout for this in the summer for performing, getting herself an algorithm. What I see her trolling on the internet and chewing ice and getting fat. That's the only thing I pretty much see about her. I see her chewing ice, getting fat, and get police officers at her house. That's all I hear, and that's all I hear. And she's not going to speak about this because I was in this special group here. She's going to address all the people calling the cops, like Cardi B fans or whomever called it, because they said it wasn't Ken Like Barbie. That's my theory. I think he did it, but hey, they said he didn't do it. Okay, so she said she's going to address all of this when her album come out, just to get some clout. She's gonna play the receipts of those 911 calls, because as of right now, they have not been made public yet, from my knowledge. But you will be seeing them 911 calls getting dropped. You will be seeing some AI type of technology, maybe like a Cardi voice is going to drop of her trying to call the cops. So a lot of that stuff is going to be very, very weird towards their release date. One thing I know about Nicki Minaj, she creates a lot of chaos when she have her release date. So you're going to see her go off. You're going to see her being so pissed and mad about the cops showing up to her house. You're going to have her showing the front door her interest about what the cops have to go to the police report. And she's going to go live and she's going to be like, y'all just don't understand. They came to my house. And they came to my house and they reported the queen to my house and they came to my house. Hey, and then she's going to be chewing ice. Tay going to be doing her hair. She's going to be acting like she's so, you know what I'm saying? Like she's just so regular. Ain't no regular person getting their hair with expensive $5,000 wig just to go live for 10 seconds on Instagram. But just watch how she's going to play it out. That is my prediction. She's going to really, really use that sympathy for that 911 stuff. And they're going to paint it the public. And I may even paint it that too. They say Cardi B did it. But they're going to paint it that Cardi did it because she's going to try to deflect to get sympathy buys. It's going to happen. Going to be sympathy buys. Then you're going to see Cardi. She's going to try to release. These girls, they know each other release dates. Cardi know Nicki release date and Nicki know Cardi release date. It's going to happen at the thing, okay? It's going to happen. It's like going to happen. There's a release date, all that. They're competing with each other because now Cardi, out of the blue, I'm hearing rumors that she got a single that's going to be on her album next month. They both compete, which is great because we can nip this in the bud and see who truly is the queen. Y'all drop on the same day. Let's see who's going to stream it the most. Me to predict it, I believe that Nicki may beat Cardi this time. It all depends on who's going to work. It's all about timing. It's about what good record, what movement, what is the message. But if they just talking about the yoni and all that, if you release in the fall, I want to hear something more, something good, something like that can touch, something that's a movement. But if you talking about your yoni that is pink and purple, that the toilet, I don't know how many times you could describe your yoni. I mean, the yoni is just a hole, and some people hole is more better than that. That is it. You painted it like it's like a Rolls Royce. It's not like a Rolls Royce. That's a piece of meat, a piece of flesh inside. It's not a Rolls Royce, baby. It's not. It's like a Rolls Royce. Like you on it. It don't taste like no cloud and all that type of stuff. It tastes like berries and some of these stuff like that. It don't taste like it don't taste like chocolate. But buttercream, that sounds good, but it ain't tasting like that. And whoever thing tastes like poon, like deep, just come on now, just come on. Like it sounds good, but what woman tastes like that? And if it is, like you know what I'm saying, and then women would say mass tastes like that, and then they say it's so fresh, tastes like chocolate, it tastes like it tastes like a Rolls Royce. That means it tastes like metal. Like when they use these, anyway, I'm gonna just mind my business. But I don't want no records talking about your boom boom. Like y'all made the records before talking about your boom boom. Y'all made your records talking about that. You made your records talking about how you don't need a man, you don't cook and clean. We know that, but y'all got husbands and maids. Of course, you don't cook and clean. Stupid. You got husbands and you got maids. You got a staff. But I want to see something else other than the human body. Can we get something else from Nicki other than the human body? I just want to see what powerful message is she's going to, because you're getting almost 40, 50 some years old, still talking about your yoni, and you got a whole husband of it. I know she's going to be throwing out shots and all that. We shall see. Megan, this ain't the time if you talking about you being a style, you want to ride and suck it and lick it. We want to hear messages about you going through with your pinky toe. I better see you in crutches. I better see you in a hospital room. I better see you with the media. I better see you really ride that sympathy wave and have messages. I really want to see you that way. I want to see something new for female hip hop, because right now y'all all rapping about the same thing. Yo yoni, I'm a whore, I'm the best whore. Now I'm the sticky whore. I like it. I like the nut on my French fries. Like that's how y'all rapping now. Nut on the French fry. I don't want no condoms. Give me an STI. I'm the BITCH. Let me do an STI. I'm the STI. I'm the PU. It's just stupid. Like y'all just saying the most dumbest stuff just to get no. It's stupid. It's just like it's just stupid. So in order for y'all to really make it, got to be something else, because y'all have took female body parts all over. Just you did it enough. It's tied and loose. It's what more can you say about your yoni? Because it's just it's a hole, and it's a little flesh, look cut up, look meat laying in the side, look crevices, look holes in there. That's it. But it ain't no Rolls Royce. All right. You may think it's a Rolls Royce. It ain't. It's a regular hole, and hopefully it goes that way. Now, you know what I'm saying? You know, and most women, they brag about that so powerful. They divorce. They ain't got nobody. They lonely. Only thing they got multiple babies, but they ain't got no love. So if it really keep a man in line, then why you ain't got you a successful husband with 6 figures? You must got that low budget yoni, that Section 8 yoni, that you know. And then you get rich women that talk about they powerful of the yoni. It ain't just your yoni. It ain't your yoni at all. It's your influence. It's your money. It's all that. It ain't got nothing to do with that piece of flesh between your legs. It's your income. Because there's plenty of women with better yoni than y'all, but they ain't got the money. So y'all be paying this money. It's all about, no, it's not. It's plenty of women in the hood got yoni. Everybody, if you're a woman, you got your, if you a biological, you got your yoni. That ain't gonna keep no man alone. Baby, they will lick it and lap it and boom, 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 and still cheat on you and still won't pay no rent, still won't do nothing. You still got the little hole right there. And the only thing you gotta say, well, man, this is like a Rolls Royce, but you're still on the city bus because with 6 kids and you don't know who the father is. I thought it was. It's just like, come on, that ain't gonna keep no man because you said it's a Rolls Royce. Well, obviously that man don't know it's a Rolls Royce. He treated it like it's a Chevy, a Ford Focus. I'm just saying, he treating it like it's a Ford Focus. I'm just letting you know, because some of you women, y'all be saying how good and tight. You keep your man in line. When you gonna get in line? He just cheating on you, giving you all type of, you burning right now. You burning right now and itching right now. You just don't want to know. And I'm gonna tell you right now, because you're praying. Some of y'all praying for. I'm gonna just say this right now, because the spirit is leading me. You're itching and you're burning. You don't know what it is. You need to get tested. You got something. Just say that right then and there. I already know you don't want to do it, baby. Yeah, you've been just going to that clinic. Just take your pride. Just take off that baby hair. Put on you some shit. I'm gonna just show you what you do, because I know you're embarrassed. I get it. Let me help you right now, because you're burning. I understand that. Just go and put on your shades. Hello, yes, my name is such and such. I'm here. Can you close the door, Mom? I'm here. I'm here. This is such and such. And I'm here. Hold on 1 second. I don't want nobody to hear me. I need to get tested. Yes, ma'am. What's wrong? I'm having some discharge. And discharge. You having discharge? Yeah, I'm having discharge. Don't say it on discharge. Yeah. You having some discharge. You better go. It may be a yeast, or it may be a what? You know what I'm saying? The same thing with guys. You burn down. They don't know a sign that you about to be rich. That's you seeing some green. So, oh, you must be a sign about to come in. That don't sign you about to hit the lottery. Some stupid nutcase said he was something coming out of his sausage. He's talking about a sign that he about to win the lottery. Ain't no sign you about to hit the lottery. You sick down there. You better get a shot in your cheek. Get your. I wanted to throw this water bottle at this guy. So it must be a sign. I'm burning down. I must got a burning idea. You got a burning idea. It's called gonorrhea and syphilis and everything else. So just burn it. You leak it down there, burn it. That's a sign. And thank God not thank God, but thank God that you have developed symptoms that you can go get tested. Some people don't have symptoms. They just effed up down there. Everything just burned. It just ain't showing no symptoms. So if you have a symptom, okay, that's good. Your body to go and get tested is what I'm saying. But somebody I got to say that to some people. Some people are like, I guess I got to go. Just go on and sneak and go on there and sneak. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. But that's what they preaching. Lick it, lap it, sneak it. They all the messages. No condoms. Don't be safe. No condoms. No nothing. Just do it. And that's why you itching, burning, and all that type of stuff. And guess what? That thing is infected, and it ain't no Rolls Royce. That Rolls Royce is infected. You better. Okay, I'm done with that. I go on and on because some of you women gonna get mad. You upset right now. Some men mad right now. Oh, here, picnic, and you itching and burning, and then you still want a woman to lick it. You know you're nasty rascal, you, and you right there. It's a little gooey. It's a little gooey. It got and your stupid self up there licking it. Talking about some extra little season spices, extra little. Yeah, it's an extra spice, all right. Anyway. Let me move on. I know it's in the morning you got to eat your breakfast, but I got to just say that because the spirit is leading me to say it. But Nicki Minaj, let me say it with love, sister. Let me say it with love. I want to hear something else other than your yoni. I want to say here's something else other than because what your yoni attract was a whole criminal with an ankle bracelet, and he took somebody's snacks or allegedly was about to take attempted taking their snacks, taking their yoni. So if you should be the last one talking about that yoni, because what your yoni have attract, he got an ankle bracelet, he's on the SO list and everything else, okay? But that's all I'm gonna say about that, and I'm gonna move right on because these barbs, they are delusional. They're like talking to a Trump supporter. You can't get through their head, and these are fully grown adults. These are not children. I'm not talking to children. I'm talking about fully grown adults. They call themselves a barb. They broke. They ain't got nothing. Only thing they got, I'm a barb. Okay, but your bills ain't paid. You still broke. You still got high credit. You can't get an apartment. You can't get a car. You can't get a rush credit card. You can't get nothing. Only thing that you have that you control on Nicki Minaj's behalf, and she don't know who you are. She know who I am before she know who you is. That's it. Only thing you're going to do, drop some unicorn, drag me, say it ain't going to never happen. But at the end of the day, you still in the position you are, and I'm coming up to another level, okay? Because I'm going to go right back to my prediction, and if I'm right, I'm going to come right back to it. I don't get down the rabbit hole with these barbs because they don't have the knowledge or the understanding and the gall, the courage to hit the link to show themselves on camera, because some of these people ain't no barb. They look like a construction worker in debt. A toothless construction worker. That's how some of these barbs looking. They ain't that cute and beautiful. These really people that sitting there trolling, have them to come on camera and tell them to cam up. I guarantee you they look like a meth addict. They look like raggedy teeth, looking bad, smelling bad, and they look disgusting looking, but they ain't gonna cam up. That's why they have troll, they avatar, tell them to show their real identity. They ain't gonna show their real identity. They talk about my eye, and baby, they half of their nose is crushed. They ain't got no teeth. They lips half of it cut up because they man beat them half to death. So they ain't gonna show themselves on camera. So yes, they can talk about my eye all day, but tell them to cam up. They ain't gonna do it. They're gonna be under a thumbnail. They're gonna have a Michelle Obama picture. When they go low, they're gonna have their throat. They ain't gonna show themselves at all. It's people so afraid to hit that stream because they don't even want that camera to open up. They're gonna talk all that mess. So I don't allow what they say in the comments to bother me. Because I know if you look that good, you will come and defend your thing and come on camera and say what you got to say. Most of them ain't going to do because they don't look that cute. And most of them are women that criticizing me. They don't look that cute because they got to put on wig, makeup, and all that stuff. And I say, take my main argument, you take all that stuff off, you come back and come natural. Come how you look, wash your face, and you come on live. I guarantee you're going to look scary. And you going to get dragged. And the only difference between me and you, sister, you can't handle getting dragged. So that's why you would be in the comments under another name, under another identity, but you ain't got the yoni juice enough to step with this man. Okay? Your yoni juice level, your PhD level is low. Your only people with high yoni juice that love themselves, there's premium juice that will talk about they only hit the. But if you weak, low HPD, CBD level juice, yoni juice, you ain't got the courage to come over here and talk about. You weak, twisted, weak man, weak, pick me beta man. A beta man ain't gonna sit with me and have a conversation with me about Nicki Minaj, a strong beta man. They can't do it. They beta. They're gonna come in with less, so they ain't strong. Only alpha man will understand. The alpha man, they in the bushes, but beta man, they in the chat with a unicorn. If you are a bar as a man, you a beta. You a beta unicorn. Yeah, you a beta. It's okay, beta. Just take your unicorn, sit on down and play with it. You are a beta. If you are a man, if you call yourself a barb, beta, you weak. I guarantee you weak. I guarantee you get it up your breadbasket. I guarantee you lick it out. You weak. Ain't no strong alpha man putting a unicorn in a thumbnail, like a unicorn on their avatar picture, unicorn in their bio, unicorn draw, real alpha man. We listen to music, yeah, we love this, all right, but we ain't gonna call ourselves no damn barb. Get up out of here with that. Only beta, weak, pathetic, and then the people that is a bar, they talk like this. I just don't understand why he always be talking about the bars. He ain't gonna never happen. And them old church ladies, they be watching him all the time, and he just so ignorant. Look how he look. And you know how they talking like that? They talking under this. And I just can't understand that he up there talking about Nicki not the queen. He wish he had it like that. And he just be having them old church ladies in there. Don't make no sense. You can't do nothing against the queen. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna beat you. Blah blah blah. But you ain't gonna see how they look on camera. You ain't gonna see them cam up. You gonna see them with that avatar. Cause soon as they cam up, I'm gonna have about 55,000 jokes. So they're gonna be right behind. After they get through like they tasting some soup, I'm gonna be right there, still beautiful, still showing it. You're gonna see who they are. All right, let's move on from Nicki Minaj because I know the barbs are mad. They are ready to hit me with a unicorn. That's fine. And let's get to TS Madison. Now, I got to get to TS Madison. Oh, yeah, I'm going to get to TS Madison here. And this TS Madison and Tasha K, I'm going to do a part 2 tomorrow. I'm going to do a deep dive on this tomorrow. But I'm going to just tab into this mostly like about Jason Lee and TS Madison's relationship. And I got to say this. Number one, TS Madison went on the Jason Lee experience. Okay, they sat down together. They did the Jason Lee experience, right? And it was beautiful, beautiful conversation and everything like that. And so TS Madison, of course, she addressed Tasha K and all that. But I will definitely do that TS Madison and Tasha segment tomorrow because I want to hear more details about Tasha and just for my own listening ears. But I will do this about Jason Lee and TS Madison relationship. And the part that I did hear preparing for this show, that Jason Lee was upset that T.S. Madison interviewed Tasha K. She was really upset about that. He was really upset about that. Like, how are you supposed to be my friend? How can you interview T.S. Madison? T.S. Madison, how can you interview Tasha K? This is wrong. You're better than this. And this is why I don't deal with these stupid people because they keep saying friends. If you are in the business of growing your media empire, I cannot stop interviewing people that's in the news because y'all friends. I don't want to be friends with you. I don't want to be friends with you because that's stopping my show to grow because you didn't fall out with Tasha and Tasha was in a lawsuit with Cardi, right? And she lost. So anybody would want that interview so they can get numbers because to get numbers. Why should she not do it? Because y'all supposed to be friends. And a lot of these people ain't really those, they not friends. No, ain't no friend gonna tell you to stop your bag. No friend's gonna tell you to stop your bag. No friend's gonna tell you to stop your bag. No friend gonna tell you to stop your. We in business. I will only understand an argument if Tasha K was criticizing and dogging out Jason and T.S. Madison with those big old hands that she got, her hands big like mine, and she in that laugh. If she was in that laughing, egging on, then I can understand. Okay, you supposed to be my friend. It's too much. But if they just have an interview, you're not being mentioned. Why are you upset about that? I don't want them type of friends. I don't need them type of friend. I'm not going to be friends with you, and I can't interview half of YouTube because you didn't fell out with half of it. And I just got to sit silent, can't get a click of the view because you fell out with half of YouTube. No, I ain't doing that, you stupid person. And then when you don't have that same type of power. You interview who you want to interview, right? Because again, TS Madison, well, Nicki Minaj, my friend, and you interview Cardi, I don't like that. But clearly, it's the hypocrisy there. Like, stupid. It's so dumb that T.S. Madison won't call him. Like, well, first of all, did you interview Cardi? And I'm cool with Nicki, and you were able to do that? And now you're getting mad because I'm interviewing Tasha? How does that make sense? Now, let's be clear here. And I'm going to get my part one into this with the whole thing with Tasha K and T.S. Madison. Let's bring them on here because I want to just get into my part one into this. T.S. because Jason asked her, "Do you think Tasha K is beautiful?" He said, "Yeah." She said, "Well, my makeup artist made her beautiful and really, 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 really whatever, and she's beautiful right now." No, y'all, that makeup, that's okay. That's a form that's catfishing. I want to see you natural anyway. Is Tasha K beautiful? Yes. She have a husband. She didn't change who she wanted to be. She was a woman. She's a woman. She never changed that. She's beautiful. T.S. Madison, the answer to that question is absolutely no. She's a very nasty person. I'm gonna just say nasty person, right? Very nasty person. Very nasty person. Very, very nasty. And so because she said, "Well, I didn't know Tasha K did that. She was so nice. She helped me with my platform to get my platform." You knew this stuff. You didn't care because you wanted to get Armand Wiggins back, and you got Tasha K to come in that basement to goop Armand Wiggins. Let's not play games here because they fell out and you brought her down there. But now you trying to act like, "Well, I didn't know she was so nice and with them big old hands. She was so nice," and that's a bunch of crap. Because anybody that's a historian in YouTube that know y'all these characters, you interviewed Tasha, brought her to now on the Queen Supreme Court just to slight Armand Wiggins. And that's why Armand Wiggins went on the attack because he felt like you did him wrong by giving his option that. So don't be talking about how she was so nice. You sit in that stuff mansion because your mama get up early bumping into shit and knocking over plates and you up on that phone and you over there this is the thing you supposed to be over there helping your mama in the wheelchair and stuff like you supposed to be helping her and but you too busy looking at what's going on the internet because that's your business. She knocking over stuff and then you got to go in the kitchen and clean it all up or get Chi-Chi to clean it up or Oliver, one of them servants, male boy servants you got in your house. Now you cannot tell me that she was so nice. That's stupid. That's a whole lie. Stop that lie. It's a narrative that you're trying to paint that you are the true victim. No, you did that to get back at a person and she gooped you. She turned against you because one thing that people does, crazy folks does, because Tasha K is very crazy. She don't sleep like that. Very manic. She have a mental illness. She told me this. She told it publicly, right? She had a mental illness. And she'll pretend, "Oh, yeah, I'm your friend. I can help you get your page back. I love you. I'm going to help you." She's so good with that. See, I knew her spirit. That's why she don't F with me like that. Y'all just didn't know how cuckoo she was. And then all y'all fall out with this crazy nut. And y'all act like y'all was so sane. Y'all ain't that sane as y'all claim because y'all got gooped by a crazy person. Just because she talk nice, her teeth is white, she got HD camera, she's still nutty. And she's showing y'all every time I'm a nut, but y'all ain't gonna believe it because I'm gonna help you get your platform back. I'm gonna make you a star. I'm not. She ain't gonna never say I'm nutty. You see it in her behavior. She up at night pacing that flow. She got her baby going to be a child, so she pacing. She's on the internet. She's worried. She hearing voices. She up all day. She watching right now. She go to other YouTubers just to get back at me. Only nutty people does that. She know who live, when they going live, hit the link and do all that stuff to get back at Wiley. That's what nutty people do. She is a nut. But y'all ain't that same either, T.S. Madison, because y'all ain't that same, because y'all getting gooped. When you get nutty people on, you be nutty with them. You pretend like, but you know they a nut, and you keep your distance. But you know they nutty. And she sit and lie. She lied on me. It's so far. But we use it as content. Because we know we didn't get her in my basement. We didn't do all these stuff. She's nutty, right? But you could use that nut because she got a lot of people that view her. But she's crazy. She have a therapist. She's on medication. She hear voices. You know what I'm saying? She went to psychiatric treatment centers. This is all the stuff that she did. She ain't got to tell me that because I know her story. I can tell by her existence. She is a nutcase. We know this. Let that be on the record. But y'all don't know this. Because y'all keep dealing with her and then be shocked. Oh my God, she dragged me. You MFer, you suck it and lick it and that. That's stupid. Because you did all that because you got gooped. No, honey, you need to suck your own whatever and learn how not to get gooped by a crazy person. Anybody, so you see a woman, now this woman had all that hair and she's shaving her hair. She's a nutcase. And y'all know that. And then it goes surprise because y'all, you keep dealing with her. And she's easy. She gonna get right on the phone. That's what she does. And then when you know she's nutty, because she go to other channels and then to say different stuff, she's a nutcase. Only nutcase will have you block, look at somebody's arm and say they got skin cancer. And she ain't no doctor. She's nutty. And y'all believe her. And it's okay. Because there's a lot of people that believe nuts. That's why Donald Trump became the president. A lot of people is attracted to nutty cases. It's fine. It's okay that you can love a nut. It's fine. But anyway, but just don't act like you just a victim and that she's so bad. No, you just got gooped by a nutcase. It's funny when you say I gotta make it laughable, but you just got gooped by a nutcase. You do an interview. Everything that you're doing, it helps her sick, twisted mind. She wants you talking about, I don't care if you're dragging me, talking about my mama. I don't care. It's just help my Tasha K, help me in the algorithm. Who gives a darn? Keep talking about me. That's what she thrive on. Because TS Madison didn't even want to say Tasha K name, but no, Tasha K is everywhere. You gotta say her name. This ain't no time to be silent. Oh, we can't say her name. Let's not say her name. You can't do that no more. She's just too infamous. It's gonna slip out. Jason wanted to say because he got dragged because Tasha K interviewed Chelsea, got Chelsea all in her organization because Chelsea left Hollywood a lot, said he wanted her to live with water for free, didn't pay her. Tasha K went and paid her and knew how good a person she was, even though she is messy. But I'm going to use the mess because I'm nutty and messy too. I'm going to use her to get and have these rappers lick and lap on her. She going to lip and lap and take it from the back door. And we get all these interviews and we're going to go against Jason Lee and all that. That's just how they go. And so Jason is kind of slighted that this woman took my employee, my intern, and literally made her into something, an entity, a powerhouse, and working for Tasha K. It was because of Chelsea that Tasha K is making all of them ad dollars because the woman does really good and she can sleep with the rappers. She's attractive. So rappers will open up. Oh my God. Oh, she a baddie. You know, they like women that look like plastic, get all that surgery and look botched, BBL, CDL. These rappers love that. That's all they be around. So they love. So she's a beautiful, beautiful statue to them. And they get it, they lip and loud, and they go right on Tasha and tell their business. And Tasha K don't know half of these people that she do it, but they sit and tell Tasha like she's a little kid, this is what goes on, this is what happened, and she'll pretend, and then she'll go back and read, have it in her mind, and she'll pretend like she know this. So this is what I want to know, because when I seen it, she act like she know, she don't know crap. She got that from Chelsea and her staff, Jasmine right there. You know, she was sick, and we hope and pray that she ain't that sick, and hope and pray that Kibi got some good insurance. You know, she was a little sick, and she would have looked, you know, she a little sick, and she shaved her head off too. Everybody in there shaving their hair because they all nutty over there. She even shaved her head. She was a little sick, and now she got a bald fade. Anyway, so that's how that goes with the TS Madison and with Tasha K and all of that, just to give a little backstory. But at the end of the day, we're gonna do a part 2, and we're gonna get more involved in Tasha K and TS Madison situation. We're gonna get more involved into that. More involved with it. We definitely gonna do a part 2 on this, because I just want to get into that part. I just want people to know that T.S. Madison got gooped by a nutcase. Tasha K is a nut. There is no allegedly. She up all day long, hours and hours and hours. You ain't saying you up there many days because it shows in your behavior. She is a nutcase. Look at it is what it. They don't want to say it, but I have to say it. And they embarrassed because you don't want to call her crazy nutcase, because then that make you look like you got you know, you got gooped by a nutty person. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? You see, that's not the narrative. They would just say liar. It's deeper than that. She's just cuckoo. You just got scammed by the cuckoo nest. It's fine. It's fine. Go on to the psych hospital, and you can go on there, go eat your jello, and tell them folks, hold on, my name is in my name. I don't know what her name would be there, but just to say what her name. My name is TS Madison, and I suffer for being gooped by the bald-headed demon. Welcome, T.S. Madison. And she tell her sad, separate story, how she was supposed to help her get her YouTube channel back. And then she didn't want to say Michelle ATL name. This thing go deep that I can just really, really go in. She was like, I ain't giving her no press. But you giving her press by not giving her press. Because Michelle ATL is so effective. She's a successful Black woman on multiple businesses. And she's a biological Black woman. She ain't going to do nothing but do that. Mandy Manhands, she was over there with Jason P, and she was over there with Flop Soul, and Mandy Manhands gonna tell me that she don't want to say, man, you ain't gotta say my hand, Mandy Manhands. She gonna get all up there, and she gonna say, and them women gonna flock to that because again, Michelle ATL is a woman. Michelle ATL is a woman at the end of the day. Hold on, y'all. Try to get the show done. All that. Give me 1 second here. I'm gonna go outside. Give me 1 second. I know I'm gonna slip up and say a couple of curse words, and I know the church people right there, they praying, and I don't want to hear these cuss words that's gonna come out of my mouth. So give me a quick second here. I mean, they in there praying hard. So I don't want them to hear these cuss words. They're about to come out of my mouth here. I really don't. Let me get my notes here. I really don't. I really don't. Okay. So, give me a quick second here. All right. Let me close this door. Hold up. All right. So, we got to be real ghetto here. All right. So, and y'all see the shirt leaning. I told you I'm homeless. I'm putting everything in the dark. Oh, he had a shirt hanging on there. He homeless. He ain't got no. Yes. Say all the rumors. Cockeye home. Yes. Say it all. I ain't got it. So if T.S. Madison said a lawsuit, I'm going to say, y'all, I got a shirt hanging. I ain't got no washing machine that dry. And I have to air dry my clothes in my area. I ain't got it. And you see my arm, Your Honor, they say it's cancerous. I ain't got it. I'm coming up with snotty, I ain't got it. Okay, now back to this story. Now, T.S. Madison, she talking about, I just don't understand. No, what y'all have to understand is that's Tasha K. Is she watching right now? We know she watching. Pacing, watching, laughing, because we are funny to her and everything like that. Her staff is watching, Chelsea watching. She followed me on Instagram. She in my story. They all with Jasmine, with all the staff. Miss Chat, Kibi, he watching. All of them sitting watching. She ain't nothing but a nutcase. And she up, and then what did she do? She go to other YouTuber channel and y'all interview her. That's what she does. She go there. She going to get welcome because she's a big content creator. And then, when you get under her skin, she want to criticize you and dog you because she's a nutcase. Nutty as nutty can be. She is a nutcase. And the next thing is that bankruptcy, she's going to sign herself to psychiatric treatment or something. She's going to have some, she's unstable when it comes to that. Anytime somebody bring their child to Africa to be a child soldier, to be a Nigerian scammer, that's the type of person that Tasha K is. Anyway, so to let T.S. man, because she didn't know, I thought she, She didn't know, and she talk about this. She didn't know, and she's embarrassed because she got gooped by a nutty person, and it's fine. It's fine. I know a lot of people ain't gonna say that. I'm the only one that gonna say it because you know you made up our mind. He ain't gonna say that. You know y'all cool now, but he watching. He's like, yeah, she did got gooped by a nutty person. Now, I'm just telling y'all the truth. Got cooped by a nutty person. I mean, her son right now in the jungle. Went to tree. What's wrong with it? You know, they get to talking about the going overthrowing a government over there. I can see that son over there. He's one of the leaders. He's probably a general over there. You know, the children be generals. They probably over there right now. I'm just saying it right. I feel it in my spirit. He over there right now, jumping out of trees. Anyway. But she's nutty, and we know this. Now let's move on for that. Now we'll do a part 2 on this because I didn't hear all the details. Even though y'all send me highlights, I have to hear it, have to register in my mind to know what I have to say. But that first segment, TS Madison, girl, bye. You can have several seats. Now we got some more stuff on my tomorrow morning show I got to say about you, TS Madison. Okay, so you stick around for part 2. I'm gonna get dressed. I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna summarize this all up on tomorrow morning. All right, because you got gooped, and I'm gonna get your staff together too. I gotta get them together. They gotta get this smoke too. All right, let's move on. Now, since we talking about nutty people, look at this. This woman, baby, and I just gotta keep it all the way real with her. She is what I call one of the prime. She have been nutty all her life, and she gooping people. So now she was on YouTube. Y'all know who Jaguar Wright is. We interviewed Jaguar Wright, and it went viral. And she was live with her girlfriend, and they called the cops. They called the DeSoto Police Department, and the DeSoto Police Department, they show up with rifles. And the DeSoto Police Department, she said they showed up with rifles. And I see them right now in the bushes. And I thought she was lying because, you know, and all of that. So they was there. They said, hello, this is the DeSoto Police Department. What do you need? I'm here recording with my audience. We need to talk to. Why do you need to talk to me? I'm not coming there. The judge said I cannot be around the DeSoto Police Department. And then her girlfriend got up there with that big bag. And she got up there with that big bat, and she was like, "Oh, hold on, baby, I'm gonna go up there and see. You know, I'm gonna answer the door." And then the girlfriend come back there and said, "Baby, they just want to. Why do they need to know my name?" And she said, "Put on some pants. I need to put on some pants. No, give me a second." So she go up there to the door. And she talked to the she talked to yes, my name is Jacqueline Wright. My professional name is Jaguar Wright. But the judge said I cannot be around you guys because it's a violation of my order of protection. And so they said, you gotta get out of the house. So I had to get out of the house. Baby, them officers showed up with rifles. They had them rifles like this. They had them rifles with sunglasses. They was right there, big, juicy, right, with sunglasses. One was in the tree in the bushes, ready. Do y'all see this? Why are you here with all these rifles? What are you trying to do? They was out there with rifles everywhere. And so they talking. They said, "Well, we're getting 911 calls that it was the disturbances." So they ain't telling like the real to that guy at the house. Baby, they went in that house with rifles. They looking, boom, 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 throwing over stuff. Then they come out with a tray of residue of weed. But anybody know anything about DeSoto, they don't care nothing about that. But y'all say y'all was here for domestic violence. Y'all wasn't here for that. That's the poison of the tree. Y'all was here for that. And they said, well, let me explain to you why we're here. What do you mean? Y'all were here for domestic violence. Why are you here with all these rifles? And they was like, well, this is why we're here. We're here because they're saying that someone was waving the weapon on camera. But we're content creators. We didn't wave any weapons. So why is that door locked? It have always been locked. And what is your name? Can I have your badge number? And then, okay, they did all that. What did she say? She said something. Lawsuits lawsuit. And her girlfriend said, go in the house. Lawsuit. Lawsuit. You gotta get you can't do the lawsuit. Lawsuit. I can't breathe. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm like, I'm like, what the world is going on? I'm like, she going to hell. Now, one thing that we did expose that it wasn't no mansion. That's a nice house in DeSoto, but it ain't no man. I'm triggered. Yes, I'm triggered. I'm triggered. You're triggering me. You're triggering me. You're triggering me. Hey, you're triggering me. Like, cause she's a singer. You're triggering me. You're triggering me. You know, nutty people could really put a good sound to it. You're triggering me. You're triggering me. You know, hers was you're triggering me. Mine was Emmett Till. Yeah. Hers was you're triggering me. Mine was Emmett Till. Yeah. Hers was you're triggering me. You're literally getting the full-life view of nutty people. Now, it did bring back a flashback for me because I called the cops on myself. I thought I was Elijah Muhammad. I'm not going to repeat what I said on that phone call, but best believe when I looked up rifles, big, dumb type of rifle that they had on me, and that was the Dallas Police Department. Rifles on me. Like, hold on, what is your name? Put your hands up. What do you mean, sir? Are y'all just going to delete me? I'm going to say the PG. Are you going to delete me right now? What are you doing? I am Elijah. You couldn't get me out of here. I really thought I was Elijah Muhammad. You wicked, and I was calling them wicked devils. Well, go right ahead. It's in your nature to delete me. Do it right now. And I ain't have on no shirt. I said, go and do it. Do you want to do it, sir? Do you have a shirt? Whatever, you devil. I'm not answering your question. I don't talk to demons and devils. I call them devils because I kept watching Elijah Muhammad, and that's what they used to call. They used to call them devils. They kind of changed the language up. They call them Satan, but back in the day, it was devils. And baby, you couldn't beat me. And I said it with authority. Do you have a mental illness? Do you have this? Is any weapon? I said, you check it for your damn self what it is. I'm not helping you, devil. So I called the cop. I'm telling you, it's hard to stand with you're just a daddy. So they leave. They pack up their rifles. They couldn't delete me. So I called her back. So when she called, I called her back. I kept, just like when she kept calling DeSoto, they hung up on me. I kept calling down. I kept calling Dallas Police Department, and they hung up. I said, "This is Elijah. I don't agree that the Elijah Muhammad." I even tried to sound my voice like him. I can't do it now because I'm not manic. But I said, "The Elijah," and we gonna send Brother Malcolm. So he hung up the phone. And they hung up. Then I call again. They hung up again. And then I kept pacing. And I was paranoid because I thought the cars were slowing down. I'm like, man, I'm paranoid. In my mind, I thought everybody was looking at me. I thought they watching me. And so I understand. I'm not going to get deeper in my story. This about Jag. I understand. Like, they're trying to, and the thing is, she had YouTube. They're provoking the nutty of her. They're provoking it. It's just so sad because she's going to keep doing YouTube and she be doing her harassment to people. So this is going to end bad. I'm just here for the season finale. This gonna end bad. This is like a preview of it because now that they did the Jag, she's gonna be provoked and she's gonna have to, because she's sick in the head, she's gonna have to pay them back and it's gonna be good, man. But my thing is, Jag, you know you nutty, but I understand why you living in DeSoto, Texas, with DeSoto by that, and you got a case with DeSoto police. But why are you there? Did you tell me you was in Oak Cliff? But I understand when I mess up them people library and books and stuff over, and I got out of the hospital. Guess the first place I went to? Guess when I mess up that library, right? Guess the first place when I got out of Green Oaks Hospital, I went right back to the hospital. This time I was more sane, you know what I'm saying? I was medicated. And I said, oh, they fixing up the library. It looks really nice. And I go up there and I go up there to the librarian. I said, "Oh my gosh, this is a beautiful library. I want more. I want more black books." I said, "Do you all have any books on Elijah Muhammad?" I went back there and they all trimmed. This the same guy. This is the same guy. And I'm sitting there sitting down. I had about 10 books. When I raised my head up, it was about 15, 20 officers. Mr. Wiley, I said, yes, sir. How may I help you? You're not allowed to be here. I said, excuse me, I haven't been served. You don't need to be served with paperwork. You're not allowed to be on the grounds of this library. What do you mean I'm not allowed to be on the grounds of the library? So you mean to tell me because I'm black, I got to leave this library because I'm black? I said, this doesn't make any sense. I'm a black man. I got to leave this library because I'm black. I'm peaceful. I'm sitting down. Can I finish reading my book about Rosa Parks? She desegregated the books, the buses. Can I? No, sir, you cannot read it. And I said, can I check out the books? You cannot check out no books. And then one officer said it. I said, ain't you the officer that tased me? Yes, I was there. Why did you tase me? And I'm talking like literally. So I go up there, I go outside with all these officers. They didn't do that when I messed up the library. They came like an hour later. But this time it was cart. And then I said, he said, how you gonna get home? I said, can you take me home? He said, yeah, but I'm gonna have to put you in handcuffs. I said, you're not putting me in no handcuffs. Look what you did to Sandra Bland. You think I'm stupid, you devil? And I called him a devil again. And so I'm the devil. I said, yes. And I kept walking. And I walked there, and they did not stop. Police car. They was all they. When if I walk slow, they would slow down. And if I walk fast, they would, and then I would stop, and they would stop. When I walk a little fast, this is a true story. They followed me all the way to my apartment. Then they sat out there for a little while. Then they left. So I understand what Jaguar Wright going through. I've been through it. Only difference is mine's wasn't documented. Only thing that was documented was the library. You only get a look, 60 seconds. You didn't get the full story. So I understand what she's going through. Do I believe that her managing these people doing? Absolutely. They're doing this because it's all content. It's just sad it's about to end bad though. But hey, it is what it is. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Go on, keep sending them. It don't make me no different. I ain't gonna do no what I'm doing now. Do my review. So I understand. Only difference between me and Jag is that I got the help and she didn't. It's just that simple. Only difference between me and Jaguar Wright is that I got the help and she didn't get the help. It's just sad. So that's all I got to say about that. I'm a man of my business. That's all I got to say about that. I'm done with this subject because the more and more I talk about it, the more stories I have on my own thing in my past. But I will tell y'all this. This is funny. It is. Because I understand it. I understand the end result of this. It's going to end bad. Okay. Because you didn't see the... I'm not going to put that in the atmosphere because they're going to say, oh, you shouldn't say that. You shouldn't say that. But I'm going to just say this. You didn't see the electricity part. I'm going to just say that. 55,000 volts part. I can't wait till that episode come out. That episode definitely come out. I'm talking about the voltage part. Like that didn't happen yet. But it's happening because y'all triggering her. She said, you're triggering me. You're triggering me. Thank God she got a girlfriend that telling her to go in the house. Thank God she had that. But it's going to come a time, baby. You're triggering me. The next thing you know, she's going to run up on it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. And it's going to be live on YouTube. It's unfortunate it's going to be live on YouTube. And there ain't no hope. It's somebody going to get hurt. It's just going to happen. Because it's now that people are entertained, they're going to keep at it. They're going to keep at it. It's entertainment. And because Jag going to fall into them hands, she ain't going to stop going live. It's so sad. But I'm here for it. I'm going to open up these phone lines. I told you it was going to happen. And I made sure, I said, this the type of stuff you watch from a distance. bitch. You remember that with Tyler Perry? Oh, Class 3. That's the cup of stuff you watch. That's the type of stuff you watch from a distance, far away. Because that woman, you ain't seen the last of Jaguar Wright. Now, I'm going to open up these phone lines. I'm going to let you all call in. But Jaguar Wright, girl, I tried to warn y'all about her. You ain't want to hear me. You ain't want to hear me. You ain't want to hear me. Oh, I be like this. I got to turn this off. Okay, hold on, y'all. Oh, because I be so. All right, so I'm gonna open up the phone lines and allow you all to call in. You're triggering me. Hold on 1 second, you guys. All right. All right, give me a second. All right. All right, let's open up the phone lines now. All right, 972-674-9462. Hey, you live on the Wiley Show.
Hey, Wiley. Thanks for going live this early morning. I love the morning show. You're doing great. Please don't stop. You're feeling the street. You're feeling us to be entertained. But I do want to touch on this TS Madison not self. First of all, yes, she did the interview. Unfortunately, I ended up watching it because I wanted to see the phoniness and the fakery about TS Madison. Okay, she did the interview. And like you mentioned, she didn't even want to say Tasha K's name. She tried her best, but that effer had to give in and say the queen name, Tasha K. Didn't she feel like a dummy? At the end of the day, you said her name.
Yes,
you
of course.
Stay in character. She couldn't even stay in character. The phoniness, the fakery. She is whack to me because she's trying to be somebody that she's not. Gio said it best, and Gio know you deep within, and he has a lot. This ain't nothing yet, baby. Trust me and mark my words. But she also tried to give off like she is the it factor, she's the queen, she's a Dundada, and no one deemed her. No one deemed her, especially me, the icon. I did not deem the effort. I would never deem her. So keep carrying on. You're not deemed. You're no one. No one likes you in the LGBT community, darling. We don't see it. You never walk the ball. We don't see you. It's a chop. And you're not even on the runway, darling. First of all, your read to Tasha K was late, tired, and beneath her. First of all, how could you ever be a judge on RuPaul's Drag Race when you can't even enter the library and open a library book and read? Darling, it was trash. Your reading was trash. Go back to elementary school, darling.
I heard that.
I know you said there's going to be a part 2, so I call back in when you continue part 2 because there's more to discuss.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right.
All right, y'all. Anybody else want to call in? 972-674-9462. I know you guys, y'all sending me DMs saying why they drag you on Instagram. That's what they do. Let them drag me. That video almost got 200,000 views, so let them drag me all day. Who cares? That does not bother me at all. You talk about let them drag, all right? All right, let them keep doing it. Who gives a darn? They drag me. That video got 200,000, so let them keep dragging. Drag all day long. All right. And I'm just talking in general, like my reels and my TikTok and my YouTube, because that's like brand new audiences over there. And we love them all. All right. Thank y'all so very much for tuning into the morning show. We'll be back tomorrow morning for another morning show at 10 a.m. We got another caller. Okay. Hey, you live on the Wiley Show. Hey.
Hey, what's up, Wiley?
Hey.
It's Kiki from Boston.
Welcome.
Hey, honey, I just was tuning in, saying you're doing a great job today, as usual.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so very much for that.
And I kind of missed you with the whole Tory and Megan thing, so I ain't gonna jump into that. That's old news.
Yes, but like that, but even for like the Tory and like Megan situation, I'm gonna dive more into that tomorrow because I have like more stuff to say. I just want to fall on this part because I didn't want to make it too lengthy. So yeah, I'm focusing on that tomorrow as well because I got more stuff to say about that.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
I'll wait for that before I make my,
Okay,
say what I need to say. I'll wait. But as far as TS Madison goes, I feel like it's just time to cancel TS Madison. I don't know if it's just me or I just feel like she's just been carrying for so long and it's just tired. You know what I mean? I just feel like TS Madison is tired. I don't know. Maybe I'm overstepping. Maybe the girls aren't coming and sticking beside me with this one. But I just feel like, the Queen's Court failed, with Kaya, which I felt like, I don't know what happened with that, but that was like the best I've ever seen TS Madison. And it was really the Kaya show. She just was chiming in, but it was a good place for her. But ever since then, she's just slowly been falling. Everything is like a fail. And I feel like with this whole Beyonce thing, she's been resurrected, but I still don't see it for her. I just don't. I don't see it for T.S. Madison. And now she's suing Tasha K. I don't know. I just feel like it's just time to cancel her. Am I going too far with the canceling, or
I don't believe in cancel culture because it's stupid.
Well, I know you don't.
Nobody that I know that is canceled. It's an audience for you. It's audience. Oh, if you want her canceled, then you cancel her. But the public, because it's going to be always a segment that's going to watch whatever she represents. So this whole cancel, there is nobody that is canceled. Who is canceled? You know what I'm saying? You may be blackballed, but you ain't canceled. I mean, Monique was blackballed, but she wasn't canceled because she still had people selling out shows, making money on the comedy side. So,
well, that's true.
Because you can cancel it, that don't mean everybody else gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? But
I just feel like it's just a force. And then I was watching the Jason Lee interview. And I don't know what what was the interview about? Like, there was no real tough questions. I feel like Jason Lee was making it more or less about Jason Lee, as he always does. It just, I didn't get what I needed from that interview from T.S. Madison. I just didn't. I don't know. But you said you're gonna come back later, so I'm gonna wait.
I'm gonna come back. Like, I got more stuff to say about it, but I just want people to get to that first piece first. But yeah, most definitely. Thank you, Tamara. I will see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central. Well, if you're on East Coast, that's 11.
Yeah, East Coast, honey. You know that.
Yes,
all right.
East Coast. Yes, 11 for you. All right, sis. Thank you.
All right, baby.
Yes, they said T.S. Madison need to get the F on Wiley. Oh, okay. Yeah, but
I mean, that would be a good look for T.S. Madison to come on the Wiley Show and explain herself. Like, the people want to know the real tea. Like, we're not getting it from from Jason Lee. These, I feel like, are friends. That was more like a friend conversation. Jason Lee wanted to, see if T.S. Madison could be the person to put him back in good graces with Nicki. But for me, and I'm not a Nicki person, but I stand with her on that subject.
But I'm gonna get more details about that, and I'm gonna definitely talk about that too. Thank you, ma'am.
All right, baby.
Bye. Because it's more that I gotta say about that. That need a juicy thumbnail. That needs something. I gotta get more so about that because y'all just be Anybody else want to call in 97274 9462? These people ain't gonna come on the wall. Them too real. They too fake. All these fake folks. This person, my friend that asked them, because somebody asked you, what is your definition of a friend? Because Hollywood definition of friend, Hollywood relationship is different between you and your friend in your personal life. Because they definition is totally different. They definition is, we friends. If I don't F with them, you better not interview it. That's the difference. I don't care if you have a hairstylist. Don't. If I fall out with homegirls with that knee baby hair, you better not have them at your shop. That's the type of friend that they want. That's gonna hurt your bottom line. So if you have them type of friend, you ain't gonna be that type of successful. Especially if you got a problematic friend that's always in beefs, because they beefs gonna be your beef. I'm just saying. I just don't understand that part. Hey, you live on the Wiley Show.
Hey, I just want to touch base on Jaguar Wright, okay? I didn't want to give too much attention to that whore, TS Madison. But Jaguar Wright, do you think it's like the celebrity that's calling the police?
I don't know. All I can say is, because whoever calling, they're very convincing. And you don't have to be that convincing.
Yeah, because they're very convincing. Talk a lot about these celebrities, so we don't know who's calling, right?
You don't know who's calling. You can assume, just like, it's convincing. But what they can do is, she can file a complaint, and they can track down who did it, and those could be federal charges. And if Jaguar Wright is smart, in which I'm going to reach out to the police and file a complaint to see who is that, because that is dangerous. Because that's dangerous, because that could have easily went left. And if they didn't have no weapon, that's a whole shitstorm for that department. And they're not aware of what's going on, but that definitely need an investigation. And they need to find the person that did it, and they need to be brought up on charges, because you're playing a dangerous game. Honestly, that's not playing a game. If anybody is smart, I will file a complaint with them and say, for them to open up investigation, and whoever called, they're going to track it down. They're going to track it down. And some of these people ain't that smart that's doing that. And they're going to track it and find out who did it, if they're not already in the process. Because since she documented, recorded it, people would say, y'all need to do this. That's dangerous. That means anybody can get called and they show up. You need to file, and Jaguar need to file a complaint with them as well, and file a civil lawsuit as well if they don't comply. If she's smart, I will give a civil suit against the department as well.
And I believe everyone should subscribe to the Wiley Show.
I think
the reason being, the reason being, because I did see a little clip that the police, Jaguar and the police confrontation, but I didn't pay any mind until you went on your radio show last night and you talked about it. And being that you talked about it, the Wiley Show, I'm encouraged to go watch it now. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, you should. It's really, but it's dangerous. And she needs to file a complaint, just like Nicki have filed a complaint, and they're doing some investigation as well, because that is dangerous. That can go left. And if something, let's Lord forbid, if something were to happen and she didn't have a weapon, and to find out somebody just did that and told a lie, and they went off a lie, that's a system that definitely needs to charge. And I'm definitely going to reach out to the state capital of Texas. They need to change the law there. Like, if you send a false, and they will charge you for a felony in Texas, they need to change that a federal statute, meaning that if you call 911 with a falsified thing, you need to be charged with a felony. You need to lose like 10, 20 years.
And also,
you need to be charged with 10, 20 years, 30 years in prison. You need to lose all public assisted housing, everything. You need to be charged. You need to be in federal prison, because that's dangerous. And a lot of these states, while we're talking about, they're cracking down on that. They just locked up a little white girl in Florida because she said her friend was kidnapped. Did you remember that? They charged her with a
but
felony.
how they finding Jaguar information?
It's easy. Y'all act like these people are all public figures. It's not hard. We're not.
Yeah, but she needs to stay off of the YouTube.
She
should. Needs to stay off of the YouTube.
I get that she should stay off of YouTube, but then also it's a broader question that celebrities are getting harassed, and Nicki can't stop being Nicki Minaj.
Well, they ask you to stay off of it too.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, they need to speak to their congressman. They need to speak to their congressman or whoever to let their stuff stop being public information. We need to write a law. If that's the case, But then again, if you have 50 people surrounding you, 50 plus, then again, you don't know who is giving out your information, correct?
No, you don't know who's giving it, but it's a broader question is that the police need to crack down. If they start cracking down on people that's calling 911 falsely,
it was stopped, yeah.
When you start getting charges and you go into prison.
Yeah, but this was also on Netflix, wasn't it? Wasn't it a series on Netflix?
Yes.
Clickbait or something like that?
Absolutely. So you got to get that. They need to start doing. And she and Jaguar have to file a complaint as well as a person that was that. She needs to file a complaint and a civil lawsuit. I will file in conjunction. I will get out of the store.
But how much money is Jaguar Wright making off of the YouTube?
No, what I'm saying is I don't know how much money she can come up with a number.
But that's to simmer down off of YouTube, correct?
I think that she's not making any money that you should. You stupid to be having all that and making no money.
She should simmer down off of
I get that part.
Not making a lot of money.
Right. But I'm more so focused on law enforcement being called on an innocent black woman that was unarmed, that did not have a weapon. And I'm disheartening that DeSoto police didn't do their due diligence and going on there and finding out the social media, because that let me know that a lot of these police departments, they're lacking with their social media team. They're lacking with their social media people. I'm reminded of New York City. They're not aware of social media like they think they are. Because again, they came to the situation saying that you on video. Why you don't have their social media unit going and looking at her YouTube to see if it is that before you just rush to judgment? That's a part of investigation. Like get somebody on the why, and you still go to the scene, but also go there and look as well. But they also, it needs to be an investigation because according to them, they said it's like the first time this happened. But I do believe in this instance, because there was no weapon found, it was all a lie. That means you gave a falsified record and it's recorded. So if anybody is smart, y'all do this. If you really smart and you want to be journalists, you would file a Freedom of Information Act to get that 911 call. I'm not going to do it. I'm not obsessed with Jaguar Wright content. But if you're smart, if you really want to do this about this whole Jag, because it's big, because some of y'all hate Jag, but this is bigger because the law enforcement was brought up. You can file a Freedom of Information Act, get that 911 tape, and you will hear on that voice who called and get that area and then put that out there. And they need to be arrested. Federal charges.
But you can also change your voice as well.
But still, but these people ain't that smart. Whoever they did, I guarantee you, they ain't that smart. And if they did that, you should be very worried if you did that, because they're going to investigate and all of that. That's what they should do. Because again, this is an innocent, unarmed black woman. Listen to the subject here. And we're talking about this situation. I'm not talking about her past and all whatever. That situation that was recorded. What did the officer say?
What if kids was in the house?
He said that we got multiple calls that y'all was waving something on camera, a weapon. You hear what he said? He had the sunglasses with the rifle, he waved it, and that did not happen. That was a lie. That was a false police report. In this particular case, Jack was innocent. A lot of people.
You said something correct, Wiley. They should have went on the scene, but they should have had someone looking at that live.
Right, they do it right because she's innocent in this. She did not have no weapon, nothing else. Because if she did, they would have been arrested. So
someone could have lost their life for this.
Right, someone could have. It could have been somebody, a child or a minor, or somebody they forgot to say that was in there. No only could have been harmed, or a neighbor could have been harmed. It could have went left. And you see how many officers that was dispatched at home? That's dangerous. And a lot of people, they looking at Jack, take Jack and look at her as a black woman, and which I will always look at, because that's who she is. You're talking about Texas. Google the area of Texas, the people that got harmed by the cops in Texas. So again, this is dangerous. This is not right. I don't care what you think about Jaguar Wright. In this particular case, the Southern Police Department, they were completely they did a little bit wrong, like in their investigation, because they should have had somebody on their end looking at the videos. But again, they showed up to the scene and they did everything right, because they did everything right, because they went to the door. They said, "Can you come to the door?" They did not kick the door down. So again, they did everything, but they were prepared if it went left. Because if you seen the perimeter, if I'm saying it right, they was one by the tree, one in the front, and you didn't see the one in the back. So they surrounded that whole area. She was only able to see the front part. You didn't see the other parts you didn't see. You best believe they all in that back as well, because it can go left. You're saying that it's wet. We don't know how many people is in there, and that's why they kept saying they was in there for a little while, because they kept saying, "Oh, it's a door that is locked." And then a lot of times they was embarrassed because they went on and say, "Okay, since we seen this in view," which they did. Anytime you go and search for a weapon, if they see it in view, you can't say that it's in view. I see it in view right there when I come right in because of the call that they got. But they were gracious because they said, "We're gonna confiscate the little green whatever material that's in there," and they left them alone. But again, back
and then
to
Wiley, you said something important on your radio show last night, because you said there's going to be more calls, and I do believe there's going to be more calls.
Absolutely, it's going to be more calls.
If you also say that if Jaguar is doing other stuff that she's not supposed to be doing, and at that given moment, you don't know when they're going to call.
When they're going to come. So Jack got to stop doing whatever she's doing and all of that. But again, for this particular case, this situation, the sort of definitely have to do an internal investigation to see who made the call and charge them. They need to be charged. I'm sorry, they need to be charged, because this is bigger. This is way bigger. You got to understand the climate that we are living in as Black people. You don't go around playing with the police like they're a little kidding. That they're not. People show they didn't.
Is it a possibility that Jaguar called on herself?
No, that is not no possibility. And it makes sense. No.
Okay.
No, they said we have multiple calls. Listen, I heard the call. We got multiple reports that you waiting. And they say that you called. They can tell when you call. Like Jag ain't
but you said you have different voices.
No, they can track. You may go on, but they can track that it came from you. That did not come from her. That came from somebody, an outside source. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you listen to, because I listen, I'm watching the same video. People that's in the she didn't do it herself. That didn't make any sense. They said we got multiple reports. They're literally live. You don't hear them calling 911. You don't hear them calling. They're literally live, talking, and the police show why they're live. When did they have time to make this call?
You're correct. I also have one more thing before I go back in the bushes. So Jaguar staying at her girlfriend's house, girlfriend's mother's house or girlfriend's
wherever
house.
They're in the house. I don't know who house it is, but they're in the house.
But my whole thing is all this attention never happened until Jaguar resides there now, right?
Absolutely.
So do you think they're going to tell her she's no longer welcome? What's the outcome?
I don't know whoever, if it ain't the girlfriend of mine, they're going to kick Jag out. Because ain't nowhere a sane person gonna keep a person in their home and you keep calling the cops and you keep recording and keep putting, because you're putting innocent people in danger. Yeah. You're putting innocent loved ones, innocent people in danger. It's sad because at the end of result is this can turn left. It could have went left in an instance, and this would have been a totally sad, very, very sad situation. Because number one, she was unarmed, and then they're going to research her past, that she was an artist and that she had mental illnesses, and then her family that she don't cool with, they would have filed a defamation. They would have filed a wrongful death lawsuit and got millions. Crazy. Because the police said they got several calls. What do several mean? That mean more than two. More than two. So they're doing that, but the thing is, they think they're gonna get away with it. But no, you doing it at a time with remember that Black girl, Kaylin? What was her name? The one that said she filed, said this happened, pretty much lied, and then the people started.
The lady with the
they start doing that for clout, and they start getting charged. When they start locking up white teenagers, what do you think they're gonna do for a Black person that's filing false reports?
They're gonna lock.
If they locking up their own, like Carly, that Carly situation, they're changing the law in the state to make it more time that you can get for making a false report, for making a false thing that you're saying that you were killing them when you wasn't.
Yeah, that's crazy. But I want to say, the street's been dead. But thank you so much for that.
Thank you so very much.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, anybody else? Anybody else? I'm gonna take one more phone call. That is it. Because we're gonna get done at the 2-hour mark. One more phone call. Make it good. I will just put TJ freedom at risk and traumatize the neighbors. That was not cool. That was not cool. That's not cool to play with playing with cops. And you black, you doing that. I don't give you white. Look at child, baby. Yeah, and then you're putting your livelihood at risk too, because when they track it down, not if, when, you in trouble. You in deep, deep trouble because you're putting their resource. They could have went to another call. They wasted police time. This is not you having all of these type of trained officers for this. You waste police time. They could have been somewhere else solving a case, finding somebody that's missing in DeSoto, not just going to look at somebody home that you innocent. This was a fake call. You did this. You lied to us. This is fake. Why would you do that? And the people think that's a game. And they probably did it that did not live in Texas and did that, but they still can get in trouble because you still commit a crime. Yeah, they weapons. They, you know what I'm saying? They was ready. When you got weapons drawn, hey, you live on the Wiley Show.
Hey, Wiley. I just had to chime in since we were talking about the Jaguar Wright piece. And I think she said an important part while she was very manic, though, was that she said that they had just had one with a Tatiana Jefferson, remember, in Fort Worth, Texas?
Yes, they did. She was right.
And it was a wellness check, remember that?
Absolutely, it was.
And that's when she was shot in front of her 9-year-old nephew.
Her nephew, yeah.
And I know sometimes the mess gets mixed up because of the messenger, but it was still a message. You know, that she could have died right then and there. Now, had her girlfriend not been there, I do think that it would have turned very bad.
It would have turned very bad.
She was spazzing. I mean, you could tell. And are you allowed to like show her content on your page?
No, I'm not going to show it because it's no need to show it. But the problem is that you can show it to you blue in the face. People have, because it's so much misinformation and they believe what they want to believe. But I'm saying right then and there, don't play with the po-po. That's an organization you don't play with. Yeah, all right, and I'm gonna go do a deeper dive. What I really it's a topic that I'm gonna get into. I'm not gonna talk about on YouTube. I'm gonna talk about my members only on Sunday, and we're gonna really get into a deeper dive on it. But all I know, I'm gonna give you a little preview, and I ain't gonna talk about it. But it had to do on a federal, on a national level, and I'm gonna mostly get more deeper. And this is inspiration of Jaguar about when people do crazy stuff on the internet and who will come out to your door. But we'll do that on Sunday. But again, this situation, not good at all. No matter how you try to spin it, this was wrong. And the DeSoto Police Department definitely need to do a thorough investigation to see where did this 911 call come from and who called, because you can track it down. Come on, they got the technology, baby. This ain't 90.
Oh, you can definitely track it down. But Wiley, now you said she could come live with you now.
Yeah, but the thing is with her is Jag need mental health services bad because she's a classic manic. And then also the police department need to be aware that they have her in the area that she is streaming, that they need to be aware that if they get any calls, they need to also, go, but also check her social media because a lot of times they need to be aware. And I believe they're aware now with that, but I probably will talk to DeSoto. I will. I will talk to them and tell them I'm going to try to get a freedom of information and get that 911 tape. And I want to see who's on there. I just want to see.
You know what? I want to say this last piece, and I think that it's really important because Jack says it all the time, and so does OKP and Sean Davey Way. They say everything is content. And the truth is that everything is not content. But they keep saying that. And Jack said it herself, too. She said everything is content.
Right. This is content. Yes, I agree. Congratulations. It's content. But you have literally broken a law that you will be some type of content. It ain't just going to be on YouTube. You're going to be on the news. How you keep calling the cops and all that. And so again, because a police department, they haven't received that pressure. But when you get a phone call, be like, hello, yes, I want to get the copy of that 911 tape, that audio. then you would get a clear understanding of the pressure that's in, because it was no, and get that police report, because it's a police report. They got to file a police report, and they're going to say, we got a report, and it was no weapon found. And then a good creator, I'm just going to drop this for free, because I want to see who's going to really do it, since y'all say it's for content, and to say it was nothing. That's the failure of the system is broken, because everybody can get things started. The system is broken. And so that's the more thing that need to be focused on. That is the topic for this particular subject, because again, we have been dealing with this going on with celebrities, and we also have been dealing with this now going on with regular folks now. So this is not good. This is dangerous, and everybody need to be calling their Congress and their senator. They need to change the law. Like, if you do this, and if to find out it was a law, it was a false report, I'm talking about mandatory federal. You need to be in federal prison, because it's dangerous.
I think we need to look closer at her girlfriend, only because they were sitting on the bed talking about her ex-girlfriend, SA assault. I don't know if that's how you say it, but was talking about her girlfriend's experience being violated, and then this happened.
Right. But it's not even about that. I think y'all getting caught about that. Again, the topic is, when them police officers came, they said, we're here for several phone calls that somebody was waving a weapon on camera. They went in a home. There was no weapon. That's why the officer was explaining. And when he explained on camera, now my question is, that was clearly a false report, because they said we saw it on camera waving. That didn't happen. So that's why a complaint, that's why they have to investigate who did it and charge them. Period, point blank. I don't worry about the girlfriend, but what I'm on that subject. That's the topic. That is the subject. That is the failure of our system, that they got to get caught up with that, because it's affecting major celebrity. Do you know they went to Nicki Minaj home twice this year because of phone calls, because they said it was harming her son, her husband, and they got to take the phone call. They got to go do it. They cannot be like, oh, this might be fake, because it may be real. You don't know. That's why you got to investigate. It's disheartening. It's embarrassing that you have to go through these steps. It is. It's really, 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 really embarrassing. It's sad.
But did you hear how the person that she's living with has her bedroom door locked?
I don't know. Like, I don't get into that, because that's not a crime to have your bedroom.
No, it's not a crime. That's not a crime. To show you that they don't trust Jaguar Wright.
I can't. That's an assumption. Many people have their doors locked because whatever they want to do. That's your choice. Yeah. If you can have your door locked. That's an assumption. So I see otherwise, that's an assumption. But what I do know for a fact, the cops will call and there was no weapon. That's a fact.
So who do you think did the call? Do you think
whoever did it, whoever it is, need to be charged to the fullest of law. If they want to lock up Carolyn, what was her name? The one, that the black woman. And if they locking up the people, them white folks that was attacking all that, they want to lock them up, then lock up these people that are making these fake calls. They need to be locked up too.
Yeah.
It's just that simple. That's the topic, and that's where that needs to go, because that is dangerous, because they're going to do it to the wrong person, and it's not going to end up right, and an innocent person's life going to be gone, all because you want to do some content. Let's be proactive in this and put the laws in the book, and don't have to react like, no, you do this, because they already trying it in Florida. They already locking people up. It was a case because of the school, what's going on in schools and stuff, the activity, and it was a boy that said he was going to do this and make a false, and he didn't have none of that home. They charged him. He said, you think this is a game? You really think this was a joke? He said it on a gaming. He was playing games, and he said what he's going to do at his school. They knocked on his door and they arrested him. They charged him. You can't play like that. We are in a trying time that people are losing their life. You want to play? Oh, we got to make an example out of you. So if you want to take that risk, you have a happy taking that risk. I ain't taking no risk like that, because that's extremely dangerous.
Well, you did say at one time she could come live with you, though.
It doesn't matter about that. That's another topic another day. The main serious topic is people playing games with the police and wasting the police resources to have people and they're getting more extreme and say they have weapons. Now somebody gonna lose their life.
I understand that.
That have to cease and stop, because there's plenty people that is gone because of the police. And now you're playing with the police and the way how that trigger happy. That's not play games here.
Yeah,
That ain't
you're
no
right.
game here. And that's why I'm going on the record. Like, that's not right. That's going to end bad because an innocent person is going to get hurt for this. Innocent. It had nothing to do with this YouTube stuff. An innocent person, innocent. Or a person that's on you, the innocent didn't even have what they accused that person of doing. And so that's where the prosecutor have to indict and you have to arrest these folks. They got to do it. Because that's a trend that do not need to trend. That's a trend that needs to cease. All right. Thank you so very much, sister, for calling in on the Wiley Show.
All right.
Yes. All right. Thank y'all so very much. This was good. A good little opening up. If y'all, thank y'all so very much for tuning in. Great conversation. I'm gonna go right back into like a part 2, more deeper into the Jaguar Wright situation. I got some more details that flooded in my mind. I'll go back into that on tomorrow. Again, we got to go back part 2 on TS Madison. They said, are you going to the trial in September? Absolutely not. I'm not going to the trial in September. No, I'm not that concerned about it. I'm not going to be there at all. I'm not that concerned about it at all. I really feel bad for Jaguar Wright. Anybody can rush to be happy with her. Absolutely not. Not wasting a bus token for that. I'm watching that from a distance. Okay. So I want to thank y'all so very much for tuning into the Wiley Show. If you want to contribute to the Wiley Show, you can donate Cash App, $ Marquise Wiley 28, Zelle WileyShow@gmail.com. You can thumbs up, share, and subscribe. You guys, this is a really, 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 really good show. And thank y'all so very much for tuning in. I want to say thank you to the producers. Thank you to the moderators. Also, we'll be in Vegas October 6th through the 9th. If you all want to come through, it's going to be great, great, great. October 6th through the 9th. And that's going to be coming up. Literally, it's right around the corner right now. Like right around the corner. So we are looking forward to seeing you all there. If you want to RSVP, WileyShow@gmail.com. I'm going to post the email address up there. If you're coming, if you want to go, WileyShow@gmail.com. And I'm excited. This is like our second annual meetup in Vegas. I'm excited. So that's going to be that type of way. It's going to be fun. I think we all need a vacation, especially me, during these trying times, so we can kind of like regroup, prepare to end the year on a bang and support and just success. And that's going to be October 6th through the 9th. I'm looking forward to it. And you can RSVP WileyShowProduction@gmail.com. Thank you all for your amazing support. Gotta go, because I told y'all we did it for 2 hours. All right. We'll be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Sometimes we go live a tad bit early. But just know if you're on the East Coast, that's 11 a.m. So just have your notification bell on, share it, leave a comment. Do not leave a comment. You know, let me know if I did good, didn't do good. We'll see y'all later. Peace. Okay, now how do I? And it works a little better now. He really did good, but like upgrading this a little bit. It did good today. All right, y'all have peace. Little black boy, you beautiful. Little black girl, you're enough. When times get hard, always remember to put God first. All right, y'all see that shirt hanging? I ain't got it.